Okay, welcome to Stochastics Uptrend Forward Testing. So let's get started here. CVX had the highest in volume. I'm not sure if am I reading that 1 billion shares for E7. I have no idea, but I did sort and it did put it up there. This is 7 million right here, 7.5 million shares. So it must be 10 million shares. Okay, 10 million shares, acceptable. All right, but bottom line is that CVS is got into this trade. It's got a nice upward movement, and we're good. So moving on, and we have AR now. So AR, oh, nice jump there, very nice. That's a nice jump. If there's options, it'd probably be very good, but it's also reached the danger zone of the 90 value. 90 and above is a danger zone of price reversal. Now, is it much of a danger zone? Well, it all depends upon how tight your stop is. If your stop is like way down here, not much of a danger zone. Right here at the 50 Fibonacci retracement, 50% of our entry exit, which would have been also match up with this low here. It could be if it's just spiked out, but it's got a nice strong momentum, and the rules are what this is now turned into an EPS trade. So let's go ahead and mark that up. That's by our rules. That's an EPS exit. So now it will, if it comes here, it will be a small loss, as we saw with Bank of America and real money on the stochastics account. EQT. Let's see where it happened to them. Also a nice move. It's also cleared the gantry. It's got its EPS. So, all right. TBT, no. And TBT did that trigger. We did declare it that the order did trigger, and then therefore it is right there. Okay, so now ALIT, they joined us yesterday, and they haven't cleared the gantry completely, but right there. Now, word of note, many of the pro traders from Jack Swagger's book would have gone and say, okay, you've got my past my entry, and then they would do an EPS right there. They would put the stop right there, and if it gets stopped out tomorrow, they're good with it. Why? Because they're going to lose maybe with 5 or 10%. Anticipation with the majority of the Swagger interview traders is 3-to-1. They are shooting for 3-to-1. Paul Tudor Jones, he doesn't mention his interview, but he does mention it in his documentary that he made almost 20 years ago. He is a 10-to-1 trader. So, and he trades in the 5-minute charts, and he has a motto, and this is I'll risk 1 million to make 10. So his trading plan is look for opportunity in the 5-minute chart, jump in, and lose 1, and or make 10. And he didn't mention anything about moving to an entry stop. In his interview with Jack Swagger, I'm going to have to listen to it again, but he actually does start with a very deep stop, because he anticipates price to retreat and then go back up again. All right, RTX, let's see what happened with them. They did get triggered. We declared that they did get triggered, and they are in the game, and they're still, so they're working the way. Nice little plateau there on the 10 EMA, and we have a nice dip on the stochastics. So that's also very encouraging too, right there. That dip right there, along with the RSI and histogram MACD is agreeing. Now the MACD value line is starting to also join the party in agreement. And the ATR here is $1.55. Okay, SD so down. Okay, this joined us yesterday. This did not trigger. Let's zoom in a little closer. Lesson today. What is the rules on stochastics trading? If it doesn't trigger, cancel the trade. So SDO is going to be canceled. There it is, gone. And so they won't even show up on our list. So we'll keep the marker here just to see how the future turns out. But the scanner should actually pick them up again when they turn around. And going on to Western Digital. And Western Digital, remember talk about slippage right there. We got charged, or we had to pay remember the option is based off this close, and we got slippage. So we got a slight, it would have been an option, would have been slightly higher. And then we fell back, but this hit the retracement right there between the entry and the exit, hit the 50% retracement and started this, looks like it's doing this climb back up. And the, if you look at the EMA, it's starting to also show some indication of going up. So it said going on to lift. And lift is, again, now this is it got filled, went to negative territory, and it's starting to show some kind of doji zone there in that opportunity. CTVA. Okay, CTVA triggered, and look, and now it's cleared. What's the rules? Clears the gantry. Let's zoom in a little closer. And we're going now go ahead and give it an EPS declaration. Okay, Liberty. It also cleared this gantry, so it also got the EPS. So there we are. That was pretty cool. So let's go on now to our next situation, and that is we're going to go to scanner time. So let me go ahead and get the panner. Okay, and we'll stretch this out. We'll go to scan, and we have stochastic option all optionable because the alphas have already deployed. They have all their money in deployment, so there will be no scanning on them until we get some money back in the buying power. So here in optionable, we'll go ahead and now see if we have any new ads. And ooh, we have a lot. This is where we have a day like this, like today, and it's like, oh, this is gonna take ever so long. So excuse me, you can see I'm getting excited about this one. So I'm going to leave you. We're going to conclude today's video today. We're going to go ahead and load in these tomorrow and give you a heads up that tomorrow's step through is going to be a lot. 25 opportunities, volume 17 million right there. 17 million on that one. So nothing else to say but say thank you very much for stopping by, checking it out, and catch you tomorrow for forward testing. Bye-bye.